You can turn the camera off. We don't want to see you.
Okay, we're recording, so go ahead, Aubrey. What's your question?
When were you born?
I was born in American Fork, Utah.
Whoa.
That's down by Provo.
When were you born?
When was I born? October the 7th, 1925.
Wow.
That was long ago.
Okay, Benson.
What's your favorite teacher?
Your favorite teacher?
Teacher? Oh, I think it was when I was in high school, my sewing teacher. Her name was Miss Corliss.
She was your favorite?
I think so.
She was nice.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Gage, your turn.
Good. How many days you were baptized?
How old were you when you were baptized?
I think I was about 9.
9. Do you remember your baptism?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tell us about it.
Well, it seems in a funny way, it seemed like it was in, it's not the church house, it seemed like it was in a city and county building in Provo.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know why it was there, but that's my recollection of where I remember where it was.
Oh.
It wasn't in the river or the lake though, huh?
No, it was in that building.
Okay.
Okay, Gavin.
Who was one of your best friends when you were a teenager?
What?
Your best friend when you were a teenager. Who was one of your best friends? And why did you like him so much?
Oh, I think one of them was my aunt.
Oh.
She was just 9 months older than I was. And we did a lot of things together. In fact, we had boyfriends that were brothers.
Was Grandpa one of those boyfriends?
No, no, that was when I lived in Provo.
Grandpa was one of her best friends when she was a teenager.
When did
She
you
got
move
married
up to
when she was
Ogden?
a teenager.
When I was in the 10th grade of school.
Was that hard?
Yes, very hard.
How old were you when you got married?
18.
18. How old was Grandpa?
18.
How did you meet him?
One of the Friday night dances down here at Hooper. They had a hall just right inside of where the gate you go into the park now. And they always had Friday night dances, and they came from all around.
Oh,
West
wow.
Point and Clinton and all them came.
And where were you living?
In
Huh?
Ogden.
And Ogden.
Logan, do you have a question?
No, not really.
Stephanie.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Restaurant? I think when I was younger, it used to be Kay's Noodle Parlor. And we used to take the kids at Christmas time and see the lights and go to Kay's Noodle Parlor.
Do they have lights in
I
Ogden?
remember that. Yep.
Jeff.
You were a Christmas
We didn't
shop.
go out too much then, but
Jeff.
Where were you and Grandpa married?
were we married?
Yeah.
In Salt Lake Temple.
That was a big sneeze.
How did he ask you to marry him?
I don't know, I think we just kind of took it for granted. I don't remember that.
What was your favorite date? Either before you were married or after. Favorite thing to do on a date?
Well, maybe the first date that I had with him, because there was about 4 of us girls used to chum around together, and the one of them asked him to come down to Donna Pace's wedding, and he woke up the next morning with the mumps.
Oh.
And so he couldn't go out to work like he usually did, so he started calling her, and then when he started to call me, and so he called me on the phone, and he kept saying that when he got over the mumps, this gal had told him he was going to teach him how to swim, but instead he asked me to go swimming, and we went swimming, and she was there.
Was she jealous?
Dark.
No, was she jealous?
I don't think so. She still stayed friends. In fact, she's still a friend of mine.
Who is it?
Iola. McKenna.
Oh, okay.
Angie.
I asked my question.
Oh, Mom.
Oh, I heard a rumor that you was gonna run away and elope. Is that
You and Grandpa?
the wrong rumor?
No, that's not the wrong rumor. That was,
You were gonna elope?
that was something that was supposed to have been hidden.
No, not anymore.
No, it's
I used to
the whole
grandpa
world
I put it in my history, so it's, but we just decided one night we were gonna go get married, and we drove to Idaho, but we couldn't get married, so,
Oh, you even drove to the place to get married?
and.
That's not just thinking about it.
No, and you had to wait 3 days, so he just bought me rings, and we came back and waited for, another 6-8 weeks before we got married.
Why did you have to wait 3 days?
Sometimes you had to have
Blood test.
Marriage license.
something, you had a doctor's certificate or something, you had to wait 3 days before you could get married. Even around here it was, but we didn't think you had to.
What's another secret that we don't know about?
I don't know.
Lost it. I don't know how much battery life.
Okay.
I'm
I have a question.
still thinking.
Okay, go ahead, Matt.
You've lived through the Great Depression then. Do you remember anything about it? Or what it was like?
Yes, it's a little of it. It's, I can remember that you had to have stamps, ration stamps. You had to, they rationed sugar and meat. You got stamps for that. You could only, and gasoline. We weren't too bad off because farmers got more gas mileage than, they're farmers, but, so, and it wasn't as bad as, some, but, you had to use your coupons to get sugar.
You had to be pretty thrifty.
Huh?
You had to be pretty thrifty.
Yes.
Okay, Logan has a question.
What was your favorite toy?
Your favorite toy?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Would you like to play with dolls?
We didn't have as many toys as you kids get now. I can't remember anything special about that.
Okay, Clayton.
We'll kind of go along with Matt's question. What was it like during like World War II time?
What was World War II?
Yeah, what was it like?
During that time?
Well, it was, the men were all being shipped into the service, and I think that's why most our age were getting married with 18 and 19 years old, because the men were going to be shipped off to war, and some of them, of course, didn't come back.
What about missions and stuff? Was that as important as it is now back then?
They didn't have much as far as going on missions then, because I don't remember too many of even Carl's friends going on missions. They were all going to war instead of missions.
Did Grandpa go on a mission?
No,
He didn't have to go to war, did he?
no, he got a deferment to work on the farm.
Was the church not pushing missions because of the war?
I don't know about
I
that.
think that was it. I think they were, everybody was
They wanted you
expected to
to
go to the war.
serve your
so-
country?
Isn't that the way it was?
Didn't they
They
call
called
it
a lot of
part
missionaries
of
home from overseas.
They
They were
did?
out.
Yeah.
Aubrey has another question.
Were you born when it was like in the middle of World War I or World War II?
Well, it was gosh, I don't know. Probably. My dad was in World War I.
Did your dad fight in World War I?
He was in the service, and I don't think he ever went overseas or anything. I think he wasn't in too long when the armistice was signed.
Well, Benson has one last question for you.
Is your favorite toy that cow that makes noise
Was your favorite toy that cow that makes noise?
that you gave us?
Wait, she didn't give it to us.
I
We
guess
borrowed it.
it's the one that Benson's got to his house.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, good job. Thanks, guys. Okay, well, we're glad that we get to interview Grandma